Morning everyone. My name is Mohit Mehta and today I will be speaking about one of the most important and quietly devastating economic problem that India faces, brain drain. We are a country that produces some of the finest minds in the world. We fund their education and we build the institutions that shape them, and then we watch them leave. This presentation will show you the scale of that loss, why it happened, why what it costs us and what we must do to prevent it. Let us begin with the numbers because the scale of this problem is actually staggering. Every single year, approximately 2.5 million Indians migrate overseas. In 2024 alone, over 13 lakh Indian students went abroad for higher education. To put that into perspective, for every one foreign student who comes into India, 27 of us leaves and go abroad. Now look at what happens once they reach the other side. According to OECD, India is the largest exporter of highly educated migrants in the world. 3.12 million people representing 65% of the global share. And where do they end up? In the United States, 36% of NASA scientists are of Indian origin. 38% of US doctors are Indian. Over 1 million Indian scientists are engineers and are currently working in the US alone. At Microsoft, 34% of the workforce is Indian. At IBM, it is at 28%. And at Google, it is 12%. We are often proud to say that the CEOs of the world's greatest companies are of Indian origin. But are they really contributing to India's growth? India is not just losing people, it is staffing the world's greatest institutions. So now I'll be discussing the reasons why they leave. Firstly, wage disparity. An IIT graduate working at DRDO or ISRO in India earns only 6 to 9 lakhs per year, and that same graduate in the US earns an equivalent of 800 to 100 lakh or more. That is not a gap, that is a chasm. Second, there is not a large enough seats. In 2022, over 18.5 lakhs students start for the NEET exam for only 91,000 seats. The total competition exists for IITs as well, forcing students to go abroad. Third, India invests only 0.7% of its GDP on research and development, while the global average is 1.8%. That is why India should focus more on this aspect as well. Fourth is a lack of recognition. In a country of 1.4 billion people, it is genuinely hard to stand out. Many talented individuals feel that their work is more valued, more visible, and more rewarded in foreign institutions. And fifth, foreign countries actively attract our talent. These are the reasons why so many Indian people leave. The economic cost of this brain drain is very huge. The government funds 75 to 80% of the operational expense of IITs and IIMs. Each IIT student is subsidized by approximately 25 to 50 lakh over, and when that student leaves permanently, the investment walks out of the door with them. At the national level, India loses roughly 9,000 crore every single year to talent flight from premier institutions alone. Since the year 2000, the cumulative leakage is estimated to exceed 2.5 lakh crore. Then there is a foreign exchange outflow. Indian families spent 2.9 lakh crore on foreign education in just 2023 to 2024. Around 2 lakh students traveling abroad annually drain approximately 50,000 crore from our economy every year. There is also the lost tax revenue. As a single IIT graduate earning 1 crore per year abroad costs India 30 lakh in income tax over a 30-year career. Multiply that by thousands of such graduates, and that takes the scale to a very huge amount. Now, there is a silver lining to this problem as well. India received 129.1 billion in remittances in 2024, the highest of any country in the world. That money flows back into families, into consumption, into small businesses. And there are signs of a reverse brain drain happening as well. In 2023, 9.38 million Indians returned home, up from 5.48 million. And among IIT graduates who completed their degrees between 2010, only 15.8% are now settling abroad permanently, compared to 41% in the early 2000s. But here is the problem. The barriers to solving this are just as real as the progress. Vacancies at DRDO, ISRO exceed 30 to 40% because the salaries are just not competitive. The Prime Minister Research Fellowship was designed to retain PhD scholars, but has only reached around 2,000 students against a capacity of over 10,000. And culturally, going abroad is still treated in Indian families as the ultimate marker of success. The solutions exist, but the only thing that is missing currently is urgency. In the short term, we need to raise the salaries at the national research institutions to market rates and expand the PMRF scheme to the top 100 NIRF ranked institutions. We need to offer tax incentives and fast track return visas for NRI professionals who want to come back. In the medium term, we need to implement the national education policy fully, increase the R&D budget from 0.7% towards the global average of 1.8%, and slowly grow it even further, and create research parks and innovation hubs in tier 2 cities so opportunity is not concentrated only in metros. In the long term, we need to build world class research infrastructure, pay globally competitive academic salaries, and actively engage the diaspora as investors, collaborators, and knowledge partners, not as lost cause but as a strategic asset. I will leave you with this. India is the world's largest democracy and one of the fastest growing economies. The only resource it cannot afford to export indefinitely is its human capital. Thank you.